Hey, Roger at Wuthering Heights. I want to show you something that's pretty phenomenal, and that is how semi-permanent this ridge of higher pressure across the west coast is out here in this general area. It's just going to exacerbate really awful conditions already. There's very little snowpack in the Sierra Nevada. Um, the mountain areas of generally California, the Intermountain West, they do get some decent snow in the Rockies in some spots, but it's just a persistent ridge of higher pressure. This is called the Pacific North American Ridge, or PNA. In its positive phase, it's basically through this particular region. Of course, what controls the west, typically downstream, causes a trough of low pressure, and this has got some potential here as little shortwaves ripple over the top of this ridge, and then basically we'll see these little ripples in the jet stream, shortwave troughs, begin to start to develop something potentially up the coast, and then sort of put us in a position, maybe potentially shoulda, woulda, coulda, who knows, a nor'easter potentially somewhere along about Wednesday. We have one such situation. I've seen this more often than not this year come to no fruition for big snows for our neck of the woods, but nail the I-95 corridor. So as I put this into motion, you can see what goes on here. And running it now. Okay, this is tomorrow, Thursday. Then we get into Thursday night, and then Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're at the 23rd, Thursday, and then eventually Friday, the 24th of January, the 25th on Saturday. We'll stop with that. But you notice the ridge of higher pressure has not changed at all, and exacerbation in terms of water resources for California. Now, of course, out across the eastern United States, the cold flow coming into the prairies of Canada, displacing our Alaskan air, the Yukon, continues to be the situation here. But of note, watch this one shortwave trough that comes over the top of the ridge. There's one shortwave right there that sort of carves this trough out and sharpens it up, but doesn't really do anything. Next shortwave is the potent one, so keep an eye on this. This continues to drag across the plains into the mid-Mississippi Valley, spins up an area of low pressure, which then does develop into a nor'easter, and curls in such a track that'll take it more through Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, which is a little better for Vermont to obtain some decent snowfall. So interesting things potential for the middle part of next week. Also, very cold Arctic air mass in place with lowered heights and thicknesses. This gets into our neck of the woods here, as you'll see, and that area of lower pressure begins to spin up, and you can kind of see what goes on here with the deeper areas of low pressure, lowering heights, and cold temperatures. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.